How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing okay. Let's see who pops in here tonight with us. There's Malaya's mom. How are you? There's Miss Shauna. Shauna said, I'm going to hop in here early tonight. I am good. You, Shauna? There's Julia. There's William. I am good, Malaya's mom. I'm glad you're here tonight with us. Charlene, Karen. Yes, you're in super early tonight. What's up, Rusty? Hello, Betty. Hello, Peter. How are you? GTA, how was your day? Good. Debbie from Iowa. That's okay. It's okay to come in and out on this deal. You know that as well as I do. We're going to fix my mustache right there. We try to hit 100 likes. We've got 5 right now. We've got 32 people in the room and only 5 likes. Hit those thumbs up. Yeah, when you. Sandra, that's okay. Good to see you. I hope everything's going well with you. There's Ruth. There's Rosie. There's Rocker. How are you, Rocker? I tell you, it is a. Kay said, hi, not staying Chicago shows. What was that? Hang on there. I missed the Chicago. Hi, not staying Chicago shows are you? Or Chicago shows on? Is that what you're saying? Airborne said, thumbs up. Anytime I'm here, always. Doing good. Watching Erica Kirk and Turning Point. Did you see the video of the other day of their daughter in the back seat of the car where she went by the sign of Charlie Kirk? And it was just like, hey, there's daddy. And she was singing the song about Charlie Kirk. She was like, Charlie Kirk, Charlie Kirk. And then she saw the sign and she's like, hey, it's daddy. And then they went right on by. It was extremely heartbreaking to see that, the innocence of a young child just, she doesn't understand, what's going on in this world. One day she will. But, to her, that's still her daddy. And she saw that sign. AB9, there's probably a lot of those back in the day. That's the world that we were in. Hello, Tim. How are you? Hello, Jed. How are you? They're good. Hello, Asser. How are you? There's Valerie. JD Vance is speaking. Okay. Oh, Anita. We'll say some prayers for you tonight. Shauna, a lot of states are doing that right now. Beth said, finally getting fall weather in Dallas. In the Commonwealth of Virginia right now, it is roughly in the 40s, and we are experiencing an extremely cold rain. Uh-oh. Lucas said, why don't skeletons have birthday parties? Because they have no body to celebrate with. Awesome. 1 in 4 kids are going hungry in this country. And that's a stat that's been with us for a long time. Um, we are, in my opinion, one of the greatest countries in the world. And the homelessness rate and the hunger rates that we have in this country, we should not be having. We are a throwaway society, though. We are a society that we throw a lot of stuff away and a lot of stuff that could help people. But we've become a throwaway society. We do. There are restaurants out there in the world, and I understand the bottom line, and I get business, but there are restaurants who throw a lot of food away at night instead of taking that food and donating it. they'll they go down the road of throwing things away. And but I like I said, I get it. It is a business world, and I understand that. But somewhere along the line, we've got to get back to the human side of world, and we've got to start taking care of the people within this country. Uh, Valerie said, I went to an antique auction today. Only 3 people bid on me. Come on, Valerie, really? Kate Roos said, I got to go watch the Chicago stuff. Rocker. What did we miss with Rocker? Okay, I hope that's true, Rocker, because that would solve a lot of stuff for the month at least. I have seen some of the stories that's going on to where um, Bruce said Trump can't do anything without Congress and Senate. I did see where some of these they're coming in saying that they may only offer curbside to where you can pick your groceries up. Some of these stores are saying they may uh, close the doors down to where you have to order it. You just can't go into the stores. Um, Malaya's mom said, "Okay, homemade pizza rolls are finally done." GTA said, "What are you guys' favorite holiday?" I don't know. I'm a big fan of Easter. I really like Easter. I do. I love all the holidays. I think each holiday has something special with it. Um, I love Christmas. I just love that I love to see the children at Christmas and just the newness of everything it brings and the reason for the season. We know. Um, but I'd love to see just the glow in the eyes of children when they're around family and things like that. Mary said Thanksgiving. You know, Thanksgiving it's become one of those holidays. We do Halloween, and then I feel like we rush past Thanksgiving and go right to Christmas. I wish we'd give a little bit more to Thanksgiving. I know when you go into the stores, um, there is just a little section for Thanksgiving stuff. But I was in a store last night, and sure enough, the Christmas stuff is to the hilt in those stores, to where one side of the aisle, they're starting to clearance Halloween stuff. The other side of the aisle is nothing but Christmas stuff. Let's see. Yes, Fisher, absolutely. It's Christmas stuff already. You got it. Nancy said it's all about the money. Nancy, they rush us through these holidays these days. Rocker, what do we? There's Easy Lane. This Thanksgiving would be awesome because Packers beat the Lions. Okay. Karen said, I love Easter. Up, let's see what the question is tonight. Hang on, let me hit it. Nope, did it pop in? I think it did. Can you see me? I'm trying to move it to where you can see it. Your favorite actor and actress and why? Gary Oldman. Okay. Clint Eastwood. Yeah, Rosie, people do. Hello, Asser from Egypt. We are glad you're here tonight. Walker, Texas Ranger, because he was tough. Perry Mason. Robert De Niro, yes. Kevin Costner, good looking man. Shia LaBeouf. You know, Shia LaBeouf. I'm gonna leave that up there for a minute. Shia LaBeouf turned out to be a really good actor. Uh, he had his moments there where he was starting to run into some things. Gene Hackman, Melissa McCarthy, yes. But boy, he turned into a really good actor. George Scott, Ray Liotta, Patrick Swayze, yes. Lindsay Wagner, okay. Uh-oh. Well, that could be one reason you're having issues with your HVAC. Brian Cranston, David, you know, we've watched him over the years, and for him to go from the dad on Malcolm in the Middle to becoming, you know, the character with Breaking Bad and winning the awards for Breaking Bad, unbelievable. Just a great actor, really a good transformation. Peter Sellers in the Pink Panther, always. George C. Scott as Patton, yes. Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall lives just down the road from us here in Virginia. Um, you'll see videos of him out and about, and he's starting to get older. You can really see the age setting in on him, but still knows a lot and still out and about doing his thing. Who said hello there? Hello, Vivian. Dudley Moore, yes. Matthew McConaughey. All right, all right, all right. So many great actors. Yes. All right, let me take that down right there. Let's see here. HS Gamer said, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Yes. It's a good dad joke right there. Steve McQueen, Christian Bale, Richard Gere, yes. Had some great movies. James Dean, Rob Zombie. Let's see here. Dick York. Okay. Bobby Shawn. Bobby Shawn said Bobby Shawn in the hospital for a total ankle replacement surgery today. So prayers for Bobby Shawn today. In the hospital for a total ankle replacement surgery. Sarah said prayers for her grandson. Tough time emotionally. You got it. Random said, hello, white polar bear. Terry Hatcher, yes. Rocker Barney Rubble was a great actor. He doesn't get the credit he deserves though in this world. Matt Damon, George Clooney, Rusty, prayers for everybody. You got it. Michael Douglas, Paul Newman, Betty White. Val Kilmer, yes. Robin Williams, gone way too soon. Gone way too soon. Um, there are so many people out here. Morgan Freeman, yes, that we have the facade of everything's okay, and it's not. And we we sometimes don't see those signs. And I hope that if there's anybody here, and we always tell you um, to call 988 or 211, get help. But sometimes you just don't see the warning signs. And sometimes there are a lot of them. And with life and everything going on, sometimes you just don't see them. Hello, Melissa. Oh, Tony said, what's for dinner? Kevin Costner. Has anybody said Denzel tonight? Denzel's an extremely talented actor. Uh-oh, what is a mummy's favorite music? GTA, do you have that? Hello, too. How are you? Mork and Mindy's always a good show. Sharon said, is that mustache in your mouth? It is not. It is hanging down. I got it straight down. You're okay. It's rap. Awesome. Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Meryl Streep, yes. The facts of life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. Jessica Chastain, okay. Favorite season and why? What kind of season are we talking about? Are we talking about fall? Are we talking about baseball? Are we talking about football? There's a lot of different seasons. What kind of key won't open a door? A turkey. See, that's a good Thanksgiving joke. Don't run away from a Thanksgiving joke. Let's see. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Peter had one. Peanut butter sandwich, went into a bar, asked for a drink. The bartender said, we don't serve food here. Uh-huh. That's where we're at tonight. That's where we're at tonight, folks. Good joke. Bobby said, did you know what the ghost said the other ghost said to the other ghost? Did you believe in people? I see people. Diane Keaton, yes. Rebecca De Mornay, yes. Definitely. Violet said, shout out from Nelsonville, Ohio. You got it. No, 20 minutes and we're almost at 50 likes. If you are popping into the room, make sure you hit the thumbs up. When you hit the thumbs up, I will share this with you. Ernest Goes to Camp, one of the most underrated movies in the world. I love Jim Varney. We've got the Santa hat. Couple ways to see the Santa hat. We can always do a super chat, a gift. If you want to see the Santa hat, you can always donate some money and give a gift. If we do 100 likes, we are at 50. If we can get 100 likes in before the hour, we can do the Santa hat. If you buy a membership, we can do the Santa hat. Several different ways to do the Santa hat. Sometimes even just asking for the Santa hat works. You just never know. Bruce Willis. I tell you, you see the videos of Bruce Willis and his family right now, and the actor that he was, and now I don't know how much he really knows about what truly is going on these days. I don't know, but you see the video. The videos are heartbreaking to see him right now and what he's going through. Up, let's see another question. Well, that was the same question. Let me see if I click on that. Done. Yeah, that was the same question it just gave me. Kansas City, yes. Always go with the Chiefs. GTA said the Cowboys. What's a pirate's favorite country? Argentina. I like it. Ruthie said, my family quotes Ernest movies on a daily basis. Jim Varney. I had the pleasure of meeting him when I was a kid. Uh, One of the local TV stations here in town, I don't know if he was on your TV stations in your area, but he did Ernest. And he would do the Hey Vern. And one of the TV stations here locally, I'm talking Jim Varney was everywhere. And he was the promotions guy basically for the TV station. And the station that we have here in town is Channel 7. And hello, Mary. And Channel 7 brought him in uh, to do an appearance downtown. They even had the paper mask that you could put over your face, and it was Jim Varney. And uh, had the pleasure of meeting Jim Varney. Christmas vacation was awesome. Yes. Oh, did Love Bug show up? There's Love Bug. Hello, Love Bug. People were worried about you. Okay, Rocker said Jim Varney started on SCTV in Chicago. A lot of people, I'm going to tell you now, if you're not familiar with the work of SCTV in Chicago, you need to become very familiar because a lot of our comedians have come out of, and one is John Candy. And a lot of our comedians have come out of there that made a huge impact upon the entertainment industry. What was it? Eugene Levy, people like that. Yes. Martin Short, I think, had come through there at one time. I did not, William. I did not see it was his birthday today. Damon Wayans, got to give him credit. That gentleman has put some funny stuff out in this world. You got it. Look at all the love going. Uh, who said Pee Wee Herman? Mary said Pee Wee Herman. I had a conversation the other day with a gentleman. There's Jason. Oh, you're fine. I had a conversation. Paul Rubens, the gentleman that played Pee Wee Herman. I had a conversation the other day with a guy at work, and him and I were talking about just how talented Paul Rubens was. Uh, but you get typecast as one character, and when he started doing Pee Wee Herman, it really got him typecast as Pee Wee Herman. So, did you know that Neil Armstrong's actual words were, "There's no way a cow could jump over this"? I could see that. I there's no doubt in my mind I could see that. Oh, Julia said I started dating a zookeeper, but it turned out he was a cheetah. Oh. Oh, my birthday's 5 days away. Look at that. Well, Jason, happy birthday. We'll have to count that down for you. Well, I get that a lot. I look like a lot of people's grandfathers. Jason said, I just wanted to tell you guys that, yes, we're at 60s. Anita said, happy early birthday. You got it. But no, I like some of these older actors now. Vincent Price was a great actor. He was. I like some of these older actors now. Sylvester Stallone has started to, come into his own with some of these shows that are out there now. Billy Bob Thornton. So Sprague said, what is your favorite Halloween movies? I'm going to watch The Burbs tonight. What is your favorite Halloween movie? What do you guys like when Halloween comes around? Hello, Doug. How are you? Mary said, prayers for my daughter-in-law, Lisa. She lost her brother last night. He had a heart attack. We can do that, Mary. I'm sorry to hear that. Sarah said, no Halloween movies. Who said Home Alone? Jason said Home Alone. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay. Hubie, Easy Lane. Hubie Halloween. Evidently, that has become an extremely popular movie. I hear more and more people talking about that, and that's on Netflix. Doug, I hope you're okay. Yeah. Hello, Sharon. House of Wax. Okay. Yeah, Mary, we definitely prayers. Oh, Betty nailed it. The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Anita said the Munsters. The others. Okay. Yeah, Hubie Halloween. That's become like a little classic here lately. That people are starting to make that as kind of their go-to. Jason said, "What about the movie Jack?" Then I realized it's not Christmas. You're fine. Friday the 13th is always a good one. Okay. What about like Chucky or um, Freddy Krueger? People like that. What do you guys think there? The movie It. Yes. Rob Zombies. Yep. Well, Nita, you have a good night. Take care of yourself. We love you. Edward Scissorhands. Yes. Pet Cemetery. Yes. What about, remember Salem's Lot? We went through that whole batch of Stephen King movies, Thinner, Salem's Lot, Cujo, Carrie. We went through that whole lot there. Yeah, Rossi said Salem's Lot. Yep. There is a new Conjuring the movie coming out, isn't it? Yes. Sprague said a good Scooby Doo marathon. There's a lot of scary stuff with Scooby Doo. They're always capturing somebody who. Lovebug said, remember Goosebumps? I remember Goosebumps. Goosebumps was, and you still find the books and things like that. Okay, Jason, you have a great night. Is The Shining one? Is that? Yeah, The Shining. It's a lot of good stuff. I'm talking. If you've never done The Shining with Nicholson, thinking golf, it is pretty neat to watch that movie. And just, I'm talking. If you don't get scared from that movie, something's not right. Cabin in the Woods. I think I might go. Jason said, "What are you going as on Halloween?" I might go with Santa Claus. Well, I might have to find a costume. Hmm. Nah, I don't like the remake. Nope. Doug said I got to have a bad allergy and cold. It's that time of year where the weather's changing and everything is shifting. And oh, yeah. Tales from the Crypt. Yes. Joan said, I get scared watching The Twilight Zone. Firestarter. Yes. Remember the Evil Dead. Tales from the Crypt. Yep. Good deal, Ann. Awesome. I'm back. Cancer didn't spread. I'm 80 down. Okay. Trick or Treat with Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne. We forget Alfred Hitchcock a lot these days, Sandra. There were so many, he was the staple there for years when it came to horror movies. And for some reason we've kind of just forgot about him over the years. And look, out of sight, out of mind, I understand that. But um he was the go-to standard there for years when it came to, you know, horror movies. Julia said I wore vampire teeth and kept quiet behind the sofa. When it came to the tent scenes in Salem's Lot, I jumped and scared my sister. Yes. Willard and the Rats. Uh, Freddie, Jason, and Michael Myers. Those are the three I think that most people go to. Could be a lot. Some people may go to Pinhead out of Hellraiser. You could go. There are several. You got it. Have a good night, Jason. You got it. What's your favorite rap song? Oh, this may be dating us here, guys. Halloween, Sarah? Those are his movies. Um, Now remember, Jason was Friday the 13th. Freddy was Nightmare on Elm Street. And then you got Michael Myers was Halloween. I like anything from Eminem. I coached softball back in the day, and I had a young lady that played ball for me, and that was one of her bucket list things is she wanted to see Eminem in concert. She didn't just want to see Eminem in concert; she wanted to go to Detroit to see Eminem in concert because that's where he was, from. Her dad took her her senior year. He had scheduled a concert in Detroit, and her dad took her to Detroit to see Eminem live in concert in Detroit, Michigan. He has aged well, extremely well. All right, Jason, have a good night. Mary said 1981, Rapper's Delight. Wow. Billy J said, "Baby got back. Sir Mix-a-Lot. The hills have eyes." Shauna said 80s and 90s rap was the best. Gangster's Paradise, Grandmaster Flash. Okay. Yes. Shauna said, I've been to over 500 Grateful Dead shows. Wow. Well, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. You're always welcome in here. Hello, Raul. How are you? DMX. Yes. Outcast. Okay. Scarface the Rapper. Preston will be back on here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Over 500. Wow. 50 cents. Sean said, I'm a big deadhead. I don't know who that is. Have a good night, Preston. 72 likes, guys. Keep hitting that button. We're at 36 minutes into the chat. You know, with rap, I don't know who. Wow, there were so many. Sister Sledge, you got it. Walk This Way, Aerosmith, Run DMC. So many that were out there. I've had the opportunity to see Public Enemy. I've had the opportunity to see Kid and Play. Keith Sweat, I've had the opportunity. I had the opportunity. Beastie Boys, there you go. Jelly Roll, awesome. He has turned into a really legitimate singer. One of the concerts I got to go to, and understand I was in radio, guys. So when I say I got to go see these concerts, we got to go to these concerts. Bob Seger, awesome. You got it. I had the opportunity to meet Rob and Fab. If you don't know who Rob and Fab are, they were Milli Vanilli. And everybody knows Milli Vanilli. That was the group who was lip syncing everything. Okay, Rolling Stones was your first concert. That's a good one to start out with. Amy says, LOL. Yes, Rob and Fab. You knew something was up when you had the opportunity to meet these two men, and the English was so bad. You knew something was up. You knew that could not go from one to the other. You could barely speak it. Better yet, get on stage and sing it perfectly like you were saying. You knew something was going on. Vanilla Ice. Jesus is King says, hey, Santa, not the best today. Let's put you in our prayers tonight there. I hope you feel better. Yeah, guys, this weather change and everything like that, I'm sure a lot of people. Daylight saving times is Sunday. Yes. Yeah, so make sure you fall back. Rusty said, met Ozzy Osbourne in concert in 99 twice. Coldest hands you ever met. Okay. Do they make artists now lip sync more? Because back in the day it was taboo. Billy J, MC Hammer. Got to see MC Hammer in concert. Got to see him. He was running late, or his truck or something had broke down. He did not get into the arena until like 10:30, 11 o'clock. His show was a late show. He did come on and perform, but he was having some bus or truck, problems. Pink Floyd, yes. Easy Lane, yeah. Take that vitamin C and D this time of year. You got it. Yeah, MC Hammer's biggest issue was, see, 98 Degrees, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, Nelly, Mariah Carey, Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, George Strait, Luke Bryan. Look at you. Malea's mom, what arena do you have around you? You've got to have a pretty good arena around you. Shauna said in the 50s and 60s, you had to know. Yes. And auto tune wasn't around. Mary said, saw Hulk Hogan in Chicago. Okay. Yeah, Mom. Indy and Evansville. Okay. I was about to say, you have to be around some pretty good size arenas to see people of that magnitude there. One of the biggest we've had in this area, we have a civic center here in town, and it seats maybe 10,000 people. And we always have issues with getting the bigger artists because if you go 2 hours up the road, you've got Charlottesville. If you go 2 hours down the road, you've got Charlotte. So, oh, Peter, you got to see a legend. CDB, nothing wrong with that. Oh no, yeah, Linda, it's been chilly here on the East Coast too. Luke Bryan was the best performance I've seen. Okay. Look at that. Sarah, definitely. We'll do prayers for you. You got that. Saw Scott Steiner and Indy. Mary, his son, and I don't know if it's this year, but his son plays basketball for Virginia Tech. And the thing that you have to, and I'm not sure if he's on the team this year. He may have went through the NIL, but Steiner is not the last name they use. It's a variation of it, but it's not the last name they use. So, mm, Brad Paisley, okay. Shauna said it's 75 degrees there. It's like 40 here in Virginia. Well, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. And Iron Maiden. Oh, look at that. Aces high. And let me explain something to you. Shauna said, my daughter goes to Virginia Tech. Yes. Um, on the shorts, when I do a short with another person, I don't know those people. I've never met those people. The only like Ron, I've spoken to Ron and we, talked back and forth. But I had a comment today that I found extremely offensive, extremely rude, especially to the young lady that was on the video with me. And it is, guys, if they leave it open to collab with, we as creators, you can collab with somebody. So, and again, it's one of those things. Hello, Gene. It's one of those things where you sit there and you're just like, wow, that was extremely uncalled for and extremely unkind. And so that message was taken down. That person was deleted out of the channel. But it is one of those things of going, look, the people that are collabing together may not know each other, may not have, but even if we did, it's still inappropriate with some of the comments that will come out. Tony said, I have 3 blankets to sleep with, 1 heated blanket. We refuse to turn the heat on until Thanksgiving. Guys, we're 21 away. Yes, Scott's sons are Brandon and Brock, and I think it's Brandon that plays ball for Virginia Tech. Shauna said, if you don't have haters, you got it. They're everywhere. Sandra said, my first concert was Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings. I never forgot it. Came out smelling like weed. Yes, I have been to those concerts. I know what it's like to be the hate is real. Okay, he transferred to Colorado State. Yes. There will be baseball at least till Halloween, going back to Toronto. Yeah, something, these seasons get longer and longer, especially with baseball and basketball. Basketball, I think we're getting into the middle of July now with basketball, and it's just now starting. It's really unique and strange for the NBA. Malaya's mom. Now, let me tell you, I saw James Brown. Awesome. No one should hate anyone. Exactly. 38 special. Malaya's mom, it is one of these things of, I don't care who you are. You could be one of just the greatest thing ever, the greatest thing since sliced bread. You could be that person, and there will be people. And here's the thing: you never see them, but yet they'll attack you on YouTube. GTA years ago, I could not tell you the date that I started. April 1. Okay. Phyllis said, sorry I'm late. I've been listening on TV. You're fine. You have haters all over the internet, and it doesn't have to be that way. Here's the thing: if you do well at something, well, I'm happy for you. Good for you. That doesn't mean my day's not coming. That just means I have to work harder to get where you're at. But here's the thing: I'm happy that you're where you're at. I'm, a lot of people get very angry over the fact, and like I said, just be Gene's right. Just be kind. Has anyone heard from Jeff? No, we heard from Jay last night, but we haven't heard from Jeff. Oh, Bull, you're horrible. You are horrible. Ah, Malaya's mom said nope. I love that. I saw that comment, and Malaya's mom said, nope, not having it. That was horrible. Everywhere I live, everybody's ready for Kentucky Wildcats basketball. Here's the thing: if your football team isn't that good, guess what? You're ready for basketball. Yes. Julia said, I saw it. I saw that comment. Ruth said, the Harlem Globetrotters in Huntington, they still travel. There's still a group of the Harlem Globetrotters. We get them here in Roanoke about every year. I couldn't tell you a single person that's on the Harlem Globetrotter. It's not like it was back in the day with Meadowlark Lemon and Curly and all them. But they still travel. They still have a group that goes around, and Phyllis said the Oak Ridge Boys. A giddy up, boom, bop, boom, bop, bow, bow, giddy up. Very familiar with the Oak Ridge Boys. A lot of those guys were from the area of Virginia. Yes, a lot of people are worried about the SNAP. Yes, a lot of people are worried about the SNAP benefits. I used to watch donkey basketball. Okay. Used to love the cartoons of the Globetrotters. Yes. Bruce said they have two groups. There are two groups. One travels on the East Coast, the other group. I did not know that. I know that there's groups, and we get them here, and back when I was a kid, they used to play, I think it was what, the Washington Generals or somewhere like that. All right, Shauna, we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Let's see. We are at 81. Yes, Susie Q. I do remember the group bread. Yes. Nancy Shaw said, I went to the dollar store and bought food for our local food bank. Guys, please do that. Yes. Yeah, we know it's coming. And if something happens to where it doesn't happen, it is something that you can definitely go out and help. We plan on doing that as well here tomorrow or Friday, and may do a video of that showing what we've been picking up and getting and things like that. But I have friends of mine down in South Carolina. They just made a huge Costco run the other night and sent me a video of it and a ton of food to the local food banks. All right, guys, we're at 82 likes right now. If you are in the room and you have not hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up. We need to get to 100 tonight. We are at 51 minutes into the chat. Let's see. David, it is going to be horrible. It's going to be one of those things that we will have to rely on food banks. Some of the states, the governors have put in for a state of emergency in order to make sure that the benefits are given. I know in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the benefits will be given every week, I think they said on the news, that instead of everyone receiving one lump sum for the month, I think the goal is trying to see what the federal government does. So with the Commonwealth, they'll do a payment this week, payment next week, payment the week after. I think they're waiting to see. They don't want to just kick all this money out if they don't need to kick this money out, if the federal government starts to come in. And I get that. I completely understand that. Let's see here, guys. I'm looking. I'm looking 53. Either my chat has froze or we've all gone quiet. Okay, Rusty said, me and my wife and son saw Charlie Daniels and Scooter Jennings in person at the 4th of July conference. Very nice. I think my chat froze up. Oh no. Shauna said, stay on live for a couple hours. I'll be back. Guys, if you have typed something, I apologize. I think my chat has frozen. I have gone into the last comment I am seeing is from Miss Jean telling Shauna good night. I apologize if that is, but we are 10 away right now from the hat. Let's get 10 away. We are at 90 right now. 85 people in the room, 90 likes. Again, my chat has frozen. I know they said some websites were affected today. Microsoft had a lot of major issues today, and any of your gaming sites and things like that. 91. a lot of the gaming sites and lottery sites and things like that I read today were having issues because they are Microsoft based, I believe. So they were having issues there. And I hate that my chat has stopped. And I don't know what to do for that. I apologize. If you were sending me something, I cannot see it. My chat is not moving right now. This happens from time to time. But we're at 55 minutes, 91 people in the chat has sent up the thumbs up. Also, don't forget about 3I Atlas, the comet. It is getting ready to be a pretty big story for the next 2 days because it is getting ready to where we can actually see it through the telescopes. The reason we could not see it at one time was because it had went into orbit behind the sun. It had went dark. So now it's coming out to where evidently we can see it, and that will give us more answers on how that comet is designed and what it looks like and how big it is. They say it's over a mile long. They say that it looks like Manhattan in New York. It's about that size, about the size of Manhattan. All right, we are at 92. We are 8 away. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. You got it. But no, I did go through the Christmas stuff last night. If you stop by a Family Dollar store, if you've got a Family Dollar store in your area, some pretty good Christmas stuff that they've got out right now. A lot of tumblers, pretty good looking tumblers. The coffee mugs are outstanding. If you see the coffee mugs they have out, 94 right now, guys. We are 6 away from 100. The coffee mugs are outstanding. They've got Elf. They've got The Nightmare Before Christmas. They've got Disney. They've got Spider-Man. They're pretty good coffee mugs. We are 5 away from 100. We need 5 likes. If you are in the room and you have not hit the like button, please do so. At 100, 96, at 100, the hat comes out. We are at 57 minutes. There are 87 people in the chat room. We are at 96, 97. We are 3 away. We like to get to 101 just to make sure that we are taken care of. 58 minutes, 88 people in the room, 97 likes. Hit those 3 likes. We need 3 more likes to get the hat. 98. We are 2 away. Now, I apologize. My chat has completely froze. The last one I have is Gene. So I'm just sitting here rambling right now until 78 people in the room, 98 chats, 98 likes from the chats tonight. Come on. 2 more. That's all we need. 2 more. And we've got 1 minute and 30 seconds. We can do it. Oh, we just hit the 100. We just hit the 100. You guys don't ever let me down. Awesome. All right, guys, 104, right at the hour mark. Hop off here for the night. You have a great night. We'll pray for everybody who needed prayers tonight. Always pray for the Whitakers. Pray for the people in Jamaica and Cuba as well tonight as they are being hit with these storms. Guys, pray for the people who are in this country right now getting ready to be affected by some issues with our government. Pray for those people. Pray for the people who are making those decisions in this world. Hopefully, they can understand what's going on in this world. Guys, you have a great night. Go do something good for somebody tomorrow. I love you. God loves you. I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Bye now.